The podcast will explore the profound meaning behind everyday objects, routines, and experiences, uncovering the hidden wisdom and beauty often overlooked in daily life. Through storytelling, interviews, and reflective discussions, listeners will be invited to see the world in new ways, finding magic in the mundane.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome to another rendition of Intrusive, Intellectual, Impromptu. We are the EyeCubedPodcast, here to bring you thought-provoking topics, questions, and answers. I am Cordell Kubrick, one of your hosts. I have Vano and Shana with me as well. And today, quite literally, we have a hot cup of tea for you guys with our episode and our topic. So before we get into our episode, I have a question for my co-host, but before I ask them that, I will allow them to introduce themselves. Vano, Shano, how y'all doing today, guys? What's going on with y'all?
Everything cool. What's going on? What's going on, Dello? Yeah, y'all know that it's your boy Shano back again from Nassau. Still nothing changed, Same thing. We don't gangbang up here, so don't even affiliate that statement with that. But yeah, Bono, I'd go.
What's going on? All right, yeah, bro. Just happy to be here, ready to dive into this topic. Ready to, have a good convo with the boys. So yeah, let's go. Intellectual, impromptu. Forever.
When Shano is coming in, Joe, he is say, still from Nassau, like he can ever not be from Nassau.
Wait, that's what it is, bro. You ain't get it, See, you ain't get it,
that's what
man.
is, bro.
Dog look like
That's
he
what
ain't
it
get
is.
it, bro.
On board, cadet, be him, and I like that.
Always.
Nonetheless, so I have a question for you guys today. In light of our topic, I would just like to ask you guys. I know every day we wake up and each individual has their morning routine, whether that be stretching, whether that be drink in the morning, whether that be going outside to garden. Some people even have a little different version of garden, if you know what I'm saying. Nonetheless, everybody has essentially a coffee cup to start their day, or a cup of coffee to start their day. So my question to you guys, my co-host, is what is inside of your coffee cup? I would like for Ronald to answer that. We've had a lot of conversations, and you've shared some things for me to add into my coffee cup recently. So I know we got something nice in the coffee cup for sure.
Alright. So, usually in my coffee cup, honestly, okay, let's go. Lately, in my coffee cup, been peppermint tea or mullein tea for real.
Okay.
For detoxes, or more so for peppermint tea for alertness, that helps aspect of alertness. And before that, in my cup would be usually a form of some bush tea, if I want, like mint tea, baby grass, but usually just tea. Like I like the natural teas to be one of the first hot things in my cup. That's one of the first things I want to actually put into the system. So let's say I was Sean getting the coffee cup.
What in that cup, Shano?
I mean, what's in the cup right now? I've been on some ginger and turmeric tea. It's definitely a good little detox one. I ain't getting nothing like from back home, so that's probably the closest thing I find to like really cleaning your body out and stuff. So that for sure. It's also a brain booster one. It's like a green tea, some matcha, some other stuff in it. I can't remember the exact blend right now, but it's a bad boy blend. Just for brain boosting and stuff like that. I'm a real mentalist, so I definitely prioritize that.
All right, for sure. Well, as for myself, I would say, what is in my coffee cup is a mixture of peppermint tea, like Vano said. I really enjoy peppermint tea. One of the very few teas that I don't add any sweetness to, whether it be honey or sugar or raw cane sugar. Love it straight up as it is, as well as some raspberry tea. I've been getting into raspberry, not the fruit, the leaves now, for iron and the way that it gives me an energy boost in the morning as well. A part of my morning routine with my coffee cup or my regular amount of tea is I go outside and I water my plants in my garden. I feel like my coffee cup, my peppermint tea with the vitamin D, sun hot on my skin in the morning is like, it's almost, I would say for me, is that's like taking a cold shower. For people who take a cold shower or take like ice bath, that's my shock of refreshingness in the morning to be like, all right, people to conquer the day, you know? So I really got so so that's kind of the so then our coffee cup guys. You gotta try it, bro. It's rich in iron. It's rich in iron.
The peppermint, like they say, it is help with alertness for you, bro. And when I tell you I drink peppermint for me, I feel awake, like my eyes is saying, pew, like aware of everything after that, honestly. So
The peppermint.
Right.
with the raspberry tea like that, yeah, with that peppermint. If you're talking with the raspberry tea like that, I gotta try that.
I haven't tried raspberry
Yeah,
leaves.
Y'all gotta get on that raspberry with the iron leaves. So for our viewers, once this episode drops, I want everybody to leave it in the comments wherever you may be watching this on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. Leave it in the comments and let us know. What's TikTok?
Say, don't
What's
forget
in
the
your coffee
TikTok.
cup in the morning? Can't forget the TikTok. What's in your coffee cup? But that's everything that's in our coffee cups. So to further entice you guys with this wonderful topic, I will give it to my co-host Shano so he could bring us in to the main topic for the day.
All right. So, subtopic of morning rituals.
I feel it. That phase me.
The question, it just in. Huh?
You know, we like to always go against the grain, so
Always.
Every single time.
go against it.
Okay, so it's like the question really asking you, based on your morning rituals, why is your coffee cup really a part of your morning ritual? Like, just the why. That's what I'm grasping from the question. Why is it those particular routines? What is it that you get from it? What is it? Where is those highs? Where is those healthier aspects? Where is those things that you cherish, you reflect on, you look back on? Like, what is it that you get from your coffee cup? Like, when you take a sip, what is it that you imagine? What did you cherish? What do you dream about? Relax, meditate. I don't know, clear your mind. It's all on you, but why?
I get that. I like that. If I was to take a crack at it, I would say that when I take a sip of my coffee cup in the morning, the first thing that I kind of do is take a breath after that first sip, and it's very natural. Take a breath, and I'm kind of in a period of blissfulness where my mind is blank, and I know that I just have a clean slate for the day. So whether it be a lazy day, a productive day, overworking day, no matter the day, the fact of the matter is I have a clean slate, and with every morning that I take this sip, it reminds me that I'm able to be refreshed as well as this is refreshing for me. So my why is simply to gain a blissful, clean slate for the start of every day.
Like that was deep, bro. That was deep. I got snaps.
And I like how he ended with the start of every day because for me, it's just my start. It's one of my starters, bro. Honestly, like to feel the heart fluid go through my body and to know what it's doing, like vasodilating and getting blood pumping, getting you ready.
Science.
My starters.
Oh my! Like you have to be a doctor.
Guy, like
Come on.
you're in med school already, bro. Like,
We get it, dog. Okay, bro. We get it.
But this is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing less because we aspire to be just like you. We are proud of you, bro. I deserve a clap for it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Definitely proud of you, dog.
Checks of actual hot fluid first thing in the morning, or even just like a room temperature water, then you understand this principle of what one may be doing by introducing that kind of fluid within their body. So for me, that's really one of my starts. Is a part of my, like we say, morning ritual, and the why is it jumpstart me. It's almost like I went outside, I check everything for the car, get it right, but I still gotta get some cables from my boy to jumpstart the body.
Mm,
Yeah. That's
mm,
what it is.
okay. Okay. So that's your spark.
Yeah.
That's it. That's your spark.
Yeah.
That's one of your sparks. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. I like that.
That's good, bro.
What about you, Sean? Let's hear why.
What in that cup,
What
dog?
it is for you? What it is for you for real?
Why? Oh,
What
why?
that Marshall doing for you? What that green tea doing for you, dog?
That's the question every time. Why? Why coffee? Why the tea to start the morning? For real, I look at it as something I grew up being accustomed to. Like it's something I did learn. I never saw it as something bad. I always saw it as something associated with good things. A moment of humbleness, a moment of just being there, enjoying it, you enjoying the flavors, the different type, whether you going picking croton off the tea outside, croton off the tree outside to put in your tea, whatever type of tea you make, a Lipton out the, whatever it was, bro, you just can enjoy that, like, especially if it's around the right company, the right people, your family, the older ones, they gonna make sure, they gonna give you they gonna pass it down, you eating your bread with your tea and things, like certain things, bro, that's just a principle from back home, like, tea and bread, bro. You just certain principles,
You
bro.
don't lie.
You can't stray away, bro.
Tea and bread. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I agree though. But especially when with the significance of it being passed down because my mother is Jamaican, so I feel like the fact that she come from a different cultural background. My daddy is being he comes from a different cultural background. The fact that the both of them gotta have that tea in the morning. Ain't nothing happening. They ain't lifting a finger until that teapot or that tea kettle go off, and they get that their tea, bro. And that just goes to show how history matters so
Europe.
much, specifically in the Caribbean, because we have so many of these things.
Europe
And
influence.
and the connection between us and the UK. You get what I'm saying? No matter where you go in the world, everybody knows the Brits for being the tea people.
Competent tea.
But I feel like us as I feel like we really is the real tea people. Like I know people who drink tea in the afternoon, morning, night. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter.
Like, they might have taken our tradition and make a mockery, bro. They might have taken our tradition and make a mockery. Our people's using tea for herbal practices and healing themselves and things, and they probably just taking it like, oh, they just drink tea. They think it's cool. Nah, this is not cool. This is it's our tea. What's
Shana really unlock a core memory because I just think about
yeah.
really when my mom used to drop me off to like the elder or older auntie, she really stopped me tea and bread while she watching the story.
Come on, bro.
And the rest.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Y'all is actually why I say from Nassau every time, but this why from Nassau, bro.
Yes,
you cannot
bro.
find this nowhere else, bro. This is strictly Nassau, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
You won't lie, wait. It unlocking go memories for real, with me for real, because y'all remember, y'all know, I can't remember the channel specifically, but like the channel where they just used to show like the obituaries and all the flyers and different stuff. Like that's how we used to know if we get school or not when it raining and thing. You know what I mean? That channel. My old man, I used to be up 5 a.m. 5 a.m. praying. Me and him drinking tea, got that on, praying, doing everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a significant part of us, a core memory that like you just can't take away from it. Now you know, Vano, Shano, I taking your intro. Yellow still from Nassau. It could forever be from Nassau.
All right then, that's how you rolling. Yeah.
Yeah, that one nice. I ain't gonna lie, that one nice.
Yeah, bro. I like that.
So, I think, Ronald, you got the snacks on it? Or you gonna wait to lead them down? They ready? They catch up yet? They catch up?
You think so?
I don't know.
See, they probably not thinking about their core memories. Because I ain't gonna lie, when you talk about stuff like that,
Exactly.
that really make you think of
Yeah,
how
bro.
many things have made me the individual I am today. But anyway, before we even dive,
I was about to say, because now we going back to last episode.
Wait, that's your coffee cup, bro. That's everything that you drink, and that is your past. That's everything, right? That's a sip of life, bro.
That's the point. That's the whole profound meaning right there.
That's why the episode is called the coffee cup. What are you drinking that makes you, what is in your cup? Why is it in your cup? Who affected it to be in your cup? Why do you make your cup better? Why do you
Literally.
do you put your finger out while you hold your cup? Because even that is that's a learned behavior, bro. But anyway, let's not dive too deep because they'll be forever trying to catch up with you.
Yeah.
But since we, went on the subtopic of morning rituals, then why the coffee cup is a part of the morning ritual, I would bring to the question like, does the morning ritual, well, before I even ask that, give me some things that y'all do in your morning ritual. A quick 2 sentences that we can share and say something that we do in our morning ritual, even besides the cup, or something that leads up to our coffee cup. Go on ahead.
Right, every morning, like clockwork, clean. Like I immediately have to like do a full sweep or whatever, bro. Whatever it is, I just gotta make sure I clean. Like cleanliness is next to godliness. Something I just believe in. Like my parents used to give me so much chores, but like it's paying off now. Like I have no problems doing it as an adult. It's just like built in my day. It's just on green. Like that's my sacred time. Like don't bother me. I clean it. Like I gotta get everything right first. That's like clearing my head, like setting the foundation right and everything. So I definitely say that's something that's my morning ritual. And after that, of course, outside of the cup, something I do strictly every morning. I definitely open my Bible app and I look at that every single day. Read the verse every day.
Alright,
Hello.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Two things you do for that morning ritual or leading up to the cup.
Two things for that morning ritual. As soon as I open my eyes, I say a prayer. That's been embedded in me. Whether it is I, kneel to the side of my bed, or whether it is I, just sit up and say a prayer, but I try my best to speak to God first every morning before I start my day. Secondly, tell my fiance. Love the gut of my fiance. I could be real. I just snuggle her. All right, let me stop playing. Fano been sending me some videos recently that I've incorporated into my morning, and that would be stretching. I start stretching a lot more, not just, I wake up when I do my little, purposefully stretching certain parts of my areas to take on the workload that I have for the day. You get what I'm saying? And in all honesty, has been a great benefit to me, simply because there's no like lower back soreness from the night before. There's no more slothfulness with walking and moving around in the morning. It's just, that's stretching, getting my blood flowing, and prayer.
Most definitely.
I like them.
Funds.
Responses because they similar to mine. What I really do is I cut the alarm off, and more likely I lay in the bed for a sec and just be present for a minute, like. And within that time, I talk to God, like, because more likely I wake up to myself, or but even whilst I open my eyes, like I feel like I'm having a conversation with Him, just like what's in our head today, how we feeling today, what's the purpose of today, what's the movement, and then more likely, like you say, I get into those stretches, I do Tibetan wanted to ask, does the morning ritual, which includes the cup, teach grounding, or just making the cup and partaking teach this value of grounding? What would be your responses and how would you look at that? Is it the full morning ritual together, or is it exactly the partaking of your coffee cup?
For me, it would be everything but the full morning as a unit. I feel like we don't learn nothing from being rewarded, or we don't feel rewarded from just the end goal. It's always and will forever be about the process and the steps that we take together. We are grounded and we are able to do and take on whatever it is that we need to because of the steps that we take together, because we open up our eyes and talk to God, because we open up our eyes and declutter our room, because we open up our eyes and be in our consciousness and be in our mind. That makes our coffee cup 10 times better because everything is leading up to that point. So the satisfaction doesn't come from getting there. The satisfaction comes from what was done along the way to get there. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about the coffee cup. It's not the coffee cup, but it's what we do to make the coffee cup.
So the steps in between. So
Yep, literally.
it's a challenge. Let me challenge you here. So if your steps are not right before you get to your coffee cup, do you think that you can feel off for the day, or you feel like you may be uneasy? Give me like an example of maybe one morning you didn't get to do all the steps before that coffee cup. Did you still have the coffee cup and feel somewhat stability, or did you still have the coffee cup and not feel that stability within missing some steps of the morning ritual?
An example of that was this morning. This morning, I decided to stay in bed and catch a little 20 extra minutes of Z's. Very undisciplined. And had to take my fiance to work. So I had two options this morning: take a shit or do my morning routine. I decided to do the former as opposed to the latter. That's just me. But nonetheless, I feel as if though consistency makes a difference on the whole. So with or without the coffee cup, if you had your coffee cup Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and don't have it Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is enough for me to get through Thursday and try to restart on Friday with my routine. That's me personally. So the coffee cup, and the routine doesn't lose its significance because it doesn't happen for one day. I feel it loses its significance when there isn't a period of consistency anymore.
Alright.
Yeah. So
Where you at with it, man? What is it? Is it the coffee cup that teaches you the grounding, or is it literally the morning ritual, including of the full coffee cup?
That's an interesting question. That's like asking if the chicken come before the egg. For real, for real. So
because which one?
and I think the chicken come before the egg, for real. I really think the chicken come before the egg. That's just how I see it. So
I beg to differ.
but that's cool. That's cool. Anybody could beg a differ. But I see that the chicken come before the egg, so I see it as it was the coffee cup that made everything else. Like, yes, the rituals and routines, but let's say you saw your elder with a coffee cup, right? You're going to see the cup first before you understand what it entirely means. You're going to be attracted to it first before you really understand that depth to that ritual. Like, before you really feel it and walk it. Like, It's who you become in aspiring to get to that coffee cup. So I think the coffee cup is the ultimate truth to that discipline. It's gonna teach you it regardless. You want it, you gonna earn it, you gonna get it. Like no matter how you skin the cat, you gonna have to get it, bro. When you go make it now thinking it's all sweet and it's just, oh, you had this cup of coffee once, now you can't get it again because it don't just appear like that. You gotta go learn now. Right. So I feel like the cup in itself gonna bring you everything else.
Alright. So your opposition is if we was to do still our full morning rituals, we don't have the cup.
It's kind of null and void.
Right?
Yeah.
You saying that
You
if
could correct me if I'm wrong.
you say that if who?
If the cup is off, if we don't have the cup, yet we still do our full morning rituals, we unstable. You unstable.
That's completely false.
So explain to me. That's why
So
I asked you.
from you was introduced to the cup, you are introduced to the cup. You ain't that's like learning to ride a bike. You ain't gonna never not know what it takes now or what that is. It's up to you to go back to that waterfall to refresh yourself. It's for you to go back to that cup to remember. You don't have to go for it every day. You don't have to abuse it. You don't have to do none of that. But you partaking in itself is a lifestyle and experience that you could duplicate in the outside world. You don't have to like abuse it.
So I understand what he's saying.
It
It's
takes
more
the discipline into your lifestyle, bro. So what you learn from making a cup of coffee, you're gonna take that discipline throughout your entire lifestyle. It's like learning to ride a bike.
Yeah. It's kind of it's saying the routine. He's kind of saying the routine doesn't dictate the cup for him. The cup kind of dictates the routine because the cup is what starters all. Yeah, like the cup is his foundation. The cup is the root of it all. So everything that comes around it can change or not happen as long as the cup is there.
I don't know why y'all trying to explain my fucking point. Instead, y'all ask me to explain my fucking point because whatever the fuck y'all saying, I don't.
We just was.
We just.
That's what I'm saying. The shit y'all saying ain't validly my point though. That's what I'm telling y'all.
Okay, so explain your point.
In layman's terms.
It's so difficult.
Bro, I
know.
I am. So in layman terms, bro, think about it like this: when you come into this world as a blank canvas, a blank sheet, you're only gonna see and adapt to things that is already here. Now, what comes with those things depends. Let's say the child picks up a lighter. The things that come in a lighter, candles, cigarettes, stuff along that line. The child picks up a gun. The things that comes along that line, police, military, robber, stuff like that. You pick up a pencil, artist. It's certain things that just come with certain things, bro. So like, it's not that once you take on that thing, you take it as a part of you. That's there. You grow with it from there on out, and that's still a lifestyle. You don't have to go back to that every day. It doesn't change or offset anything. It's like reading a book. You just become someone new. You just learn, absorb more. It doesn't shift anything in your outside world. You don't need it. You just go back to it to reverence it, get honor to it, to adapt the same lesson if you need to sharpen that knife per se. But it it shouldn't be all of your routines in one. It should never be all eggs in one basket. That's stupid. All eggs in one basket right there. Like, I wouldn't say bet all your routine on your coffee cup. So now if you have your coffee cup and that's off for one day, now everything is off. I ain't too smart.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
But you could put it all on one basket. Some people
I was asking you.
Yeah.
Some people put it all in one basket, some people don't. So I was getting your perspective of is it all in one basket? Because, okay, for me, now that I've reached a certain point with my morning rituals, I wouldn't say my eggs all in one basket, but certain things are disciplined within me to do. For example, like you were saying, some things are learned, some things are made. The things that are now disciplined for me to do are made. They are made from my perspective of my stage of life and what needs to be done right now. It's not more so what's learned. I've, like you say, taken the lessons from what I've seen incorporated them into what I need for this stage now. So yes, I have involved my coffee cup into this stage now. But like you say, my eggs ain't all in one basket to the point where if I don't have my coffee, my day off. But the things that I have made, that's where all my eggs is, because that is my core of discipline. You know, that is my core of a standard, setting a standard for myself. Now, if your coffee cup is your standard, then so bad be it all, you know.
Yeah, so be it all. I ain't saying your coffee cup be a standard, bro. That's someone else on. I just prefer mine to be something not so trivial, something that I can't miss, something that I make it an appointment, like
Important.
yes, this is.
Yeah, like this has to be done, will be done, no matter where I am. I could be in the woods, in the middle of the trees.
That's where you rely on God, bro. That's where you rely on God. Like, coffee ain't my strength, bro. Like, that's not my cup. That ain't my. Oh, yeah, I could kick that out the way. I still good, bro. You ain't. You ain't get it. But
yeah, I like that little session. So, what's the next question? What's next on the board that we wanted to deeply think about?
Dello, what's next? Dello, you got us?
No, I don't think so. I think it's should be.
To the model next.
I saying.
I was just
Right
expecting
now.
you to run with it. You see, like just. I thought you gonna improvise on the spot. You see, my bad.
Oh no, I thought my bad. I thought to be honest, I thought it was in the episode flow. You feel me?
Yeah, that's why I just call on someone to be like, hey, what you thinking? Like that's why I just should throw it off. But.
Yeah. No. It's all right. I mean, all this shit right here can get cut out, but no, I was gonna pull up the note, but I don't want to fuck with the shit my screen since I recording.
Cool, I got you.
All right. Next to think about real is, because I like how we ended that just now in terms of your coffee cup ain't your all be it all, and that's where you lean on God for strength. But even within that simple task, how does it teach mindfulness? How does it teach a centering of strength when it's done? A centering of peace, patience. How does it alert oneself to themselves? If you all understand the question.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to the response that I had earlier, in a sense of it doesn't have to be every single day that my routine has to be precise, nor my coffee cup has to be perfect. It's the fact of the matter of if my consistency is lost, I have no routine. I have no coffee cup. I have no lean on. I have no end all be all. And it's the same when it comes to our spirituality, even in our relationship with God. You get what I'm saying? We can't use our coffee cup, our morning routine, our relationship as a emergency button. Oh, I need to get centered. I need to get grounded. I need to focus. I need a peace. I need a sense of peace. I need a sense of bliss. It's you can be able to go without for a day or two as long as you've had enough nourishment previously. I feel like that's where the significance comes in with mindfulness, like you asked, Vano. You have to be aware that, all right, listen, I ain't had the time. I ain't had the time to stretch. I ain't had the time to clean. I ain't had the time to work out whatever it is that you might do in your morning routine. Nonetheless, the fact of the matter is, all right, you can take a second. This is what I need to do. I can do this. I can do that. I can do that. Because you know and you've practiced and you've put in time and effort to produce certain things and produce certain outcomes and produce certain messages and certain wirings in your brain to know that at this point during my consciousness, I need to be alert. I don't have my peppermint tea, but I need to be alert right now. I don't have I don't have my matcha. I don't have my green tea. I don't. My room is a mess, but I have to be productive. You get what I'm saying? You got, and that's crazy because remember when we had the freestyle stream? I made a point where it was on the topic of sometimes we can't judge a book and we can't we we can't judge a book and we can't necessarily focus on what our cover may look like simply because of the position that we're in now. But we need to hold on to certain things so that we're able to have and get through the days where we are being judged based on our cover. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta have those Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday preparation for a day like Thursday and Friday where I don't have time to prepare. You feel what I'm saying? That's where the mindfulness comes from, and the mindfulness is you don't have the mindfulness without the previous consistency and proactiveness. You might as well just call it null and void. Because all you can do is crash and burn, really. Mindfulness comes from consistency and practice of that morning routine and coffee cup so that you could go without. You get what I'm saying? That's really how I feel about it with that question, Ronald.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
How do you think it teaching the mindfulness? How do you think it teach mindfulness?
I think it teaches mindfulness just in the elegance of a teacup, coffee cup, that morning routine. Or like, I'm still busy at the end of the day, so I'm thinking about what it actually costs and takes to actually enjoy a cup of coffee or tea. Like, to grow that plant, to dry it out, to package it, to really get it to where we had to have that instantly at the point like that. Or whether you just going outside and you're already growing it, that's kudos to you. That's what we should be doing, right? But yeah, I just thinking like it really teaches mindfulness and humbleness, bro. Like I say, the way I grew up to know it, it stuck to me like that. So it made me more aware, more present, more just in the moment to be here. Like it centered you, bro. It's like it grounded you. So it does grounding, but it not saying it shouldn't have it in the day or anything like that, or if you miss a day or something, it definitely does play its part. That's why it's there in the first place. But it shouldn't be where your will stops. If this go, my will break. It should never break. May bend, but never
Right.
break. But yeah, I think that's what teach mindfulness though. Like just in how it's made, what it takes, and it just gone so fast. Like it may take a couple minutes to boil on the stove to really get it and seep in and sit before it could cool. Then you drink that in 2 minutes or a minute, depending on how much you like it, and it's gone, bro. And it's like,
What?
and it was so good. You get to enjoy that all that work and effort you put into making a nice cup of tea. And
Yeah, bro.
you could savor it. It's just how you could enjoy it, bro. A cup of coffee or a cup of tea, you could choose to savor it, chug it down. It's really depend on you, and it's a delicacy, bro. It's something to enjoy, something to smile about. So that's where I teach my.
What's your take, Bono? What you thinking about it? Let me see what you gotta say.
I was thinking the same way as Sean was somewhat in terms of just savoring that moment. But the mindfulness for me really is the meditation of it. Like just saying what he said in a different way for me. The meditation of it, like sitting down and actually just relaxing, like calming one's spirit. Like, bro, I don't know what it is, but just like
ground you, bro. That is pull you to the side.
It's mindfulness because it makes you present, like he said. It makes you aware of this, there, that moment. No matter the trials, no matter the traffic of life, bro, like you are just here. And that's what mindfulness really is, bro. Like your mind full, but it's not full of action.
Sorry, I gotta say this, bro. When you're mindful of it all, you're mindful of it all, bro. How they go from not wanting me at all, wanting to see me lose it all, and just I just still Tim Drake, so I had to. Go ahead.
I know. I mean, anyways, but
Like, it's a mindful, but your mind is full of disasters or chaos, or it's a
Right.
mind full of the moment of
Right.
peace, of just woosah.
It's
like
it's you know what it's focus, bro. It's focus because the reason why I feel like it's focused because if we actually if we take it at face value for a second, we have to boil the water to get to a certain point. Water boils at 365 degrees Fahrenheit. That's it's hot as shit. You feel what I'm saying? That is very hot. So, in it's a simple fact of even when Sean mentioned it, you gotta let it cool, right? So before we even you gotta add the sugar. So before we even partake in this, we have to know that I put all this time and this effort into this first sip. If this first sip too hot because I wasn't patient, because I wasn't humble enough to know that what I can take and what I can, ingest, you can fuck yourself up and you can burn your
You
tongue.
get humble from that cup.
it's crazy,
You
bro.
will
It's so much
be
lessons.
humbled from that cup, bro. You will be humbled from that cup. And the crazy part about it is the reason why you have to accept that humility is because the accountability is solely on you because that is your
he
coffee
cooking.
cup, bro.
He cooking. He cooking
And
over
if
here.
it
He
take, if
cooking.
it take too long, the cup get cold, then you can't be mad because you take too long. That's the
You don't take too long.
Now you
That's
gotta
your
go
slothfulness, bro.
and warm the cup again. So now it's really working twice, and you ain't trying to work twice. So you trying to cut yourself some slack and really enjoy this moment. So everything gotta go into this moment right now, right here.
But imagine though, imagine your coffee cup
And
too
that's
hot.
how.
It's too hot and it drop with time. Bam! Glass break, drop on the floor.
Everything, everywhere. Chaos.
And you gotta
Chaos.
You probably hot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You cursing, bro. You cursing someone.
And
that's where the mind
yeah,
is.
but that's where the mindfulness, profoundness, consistency, humility, that's where it all comes in because from point A to point B of making your coffee cup, it all relies on you and the outcome is solely on you of how this coffee turns out.
Mm-hmm.
And you put all of your focus in here because even if you leave that water on too long, it can boil out of nothing.
Down to the taste, bro. You put too much sugar, it's too sweet.
So
Too sweet.
y'all think my peoples could be mad if I
Everything,
just
bro.
make tea with a Keurig? I don't boil my water no more, but it just is come out hot now. It just is push a button in like 2 seconds.
I can be so
It is
honest
be
with
hot.
you. I don't like the Keurig's temperature. I gotta boil it, bro. I still believe in boiling it in the kettle. I don't like the Keurig's temperature. I
just had to say it. I
It
had to
could be
put it
like
out
we could take 2 thermometers from my boil pot after I let it cool and the Keurig straight out. I don't care if they in 2 degrees of each other. I believe my boil pot of tea better than the Keurig, bro, and that's what I get off.
But and nothing wrong with that. But I just saying, I just had to put it out there, dog. I didn't want, people think I still making my tea from a pot or nothing. No, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but it's like
If I was your mom,
I couldn't be. I couldn't be fronting like I was making my tea like how I should be making it. You see, so I just had to, see it.
You all fancy now because you get your little Keurig and your pre-made coffee and your pre-made tea. On top of that, you can't leave your kettle on the stove.
I was tired of
You
burning.
can't leave your kettle on the stove.
But I was tired of watching that. Who got time for that, bro? My time is so important, bro. I know when I press that button and I come back, I know ain't nothing boiling over. I done doing a million things in 1 second, bro. My days be like, to make tea take time now, bro. And I realized I don't have time, so I had to buy my time back and buy a Keurig.
You make time.
I bought it.
You make time.
I bought it.
You make time.
You don't
I bought it. I bought it. I bought it.
Young people say, who boosts you? Who boosts you?
That's how it is, bro.
Yeah, they were like, before we close this one out,
y'all don't get on my boy about water boiling at 365. Okay? We know it happens at 212.
Pardon that.
We professional
Pardon that.
guys. Don't take us serious about that. So
Oh no, don't take it. I know the actual temperature. I can prove it to y'all, though, but
Before we close this one out, we always have to leave a challenge, leave a question to the audience. And our question tonight really is, why should this tea, why should this coffee cup be a part of your morning rituals? And let's from the episode, I feel like we recommend why it should be. I feel like from this pure conversation right here, this is a pure recommendation of showing why one should have a coffee cup in their morning, like, and not 24/7, not every day like we saying, but it should be a part of your morning some days because it teaches
don't listen to
so
me.
much,
That's all I say. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
so much things down to accountability, patience, prosperity is in your coffee cup. Prosperity is in your coffee cup because, but once you build a habit, once you build a long lasting good habit, I should say, then it's nothing that actually can deter you from being a specific way, bro. Honestly,
honestly, that's true.
I challenge the viewers to get in their coffee cup bag. Tell us what's in your coffee cup. Tell us what y'all want in your coffee cup. Tell us why y'all even start making your coffee cup yet. We trying to make better people, and the first way to be better is get in your coffee cup.
Get in your coffee cup.
Get out your feelings and get in your tea bag.
All right. And with that, everyone, that is another rendition of intrusive, intellectual, impromptu, the IQ podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Follow us on all socials at i3.podcast. That is EY number 3.podcast on all social media platforms. Just again, one more time. EY.3 podcast. We get it.
Tell them y'all get it. We get it, Captain.
We out, guys. We out.
All right, we out here. Boom.